Becky the dog. And Mr. Bear present food. 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 Hey guys, I hope you liked the introduction. It was for Asa Rebram. Least I can do for one of the best commentators in all of Prepperdom on YouTube. So this is going to be a quick little video talking about my upcoming plans for next week. This is why I don't video upstairs that much. Becky's drinking water. I will be right back. So next week I'm going to go on a solo kayak trip in southern Ontario, and it's going to be 5 days and 4 nights. There is a good chance Kitty and the clan at the Shire will actually see me on the first and last day, but the whole purpose of this is for me to actually reacquaint myself with the whole aspect of camping and cooking for a sustained period with minimal gear and minimal weight, because it's really kind of unfair to me to drag Kitty into a forest for an extended period of time when I'm so rusty at doing it myself. It's also very unrealistic to expect that that might work well and we would have a great time. Speaking for emergency preparedness, that correlates very well. The fact that you will need to have the ability to filter water and procure your own food and process your own food without the electricity is a given. How many people actually do it? I'm hoping actually to do a pound of rice and a pound of beans cooking challenge some point this week. I'm not sure, it depends on how the grading goes. Right there? Anyway, so I have my food ready to take with me, and one of the specific things that I like freeze-dried food for is for hiking and camping, in this case kayak camping, and bugging out. I think it's a really good idea. You can, as I've shown before, spend $1 and get perfectly reasonable sachet food that lasts a reasonably long period of time, that you don't even have to cook. So freeze-dried's a negative for bugging out for me, except in the winter, because you have to stop and cook it, which puts you at risk from being discovered, puts you at risk and slows you down. But in the winter, we're going to have to eat between 3,500 to 4,500 calories a day, possibly walking for a week or two. Now that's worst case scenario. I'm really not expecting to have to walk to the Shire in the middle of the winter. Like I say, if you're going to bug out early. Why not? Make a holiday of it, and if the world didn't end, you had a bit of a holiday and a bit of a dry run. Anyway, without further ado, because now I have Becky here causing all sorts of chaos, and Mr. Bear is going to start licking his paws, I'm going to show the actual food itself. So all the food's going to go in that bucket. It's not airtight, it is not bear proof. We do have dry bags at the Shire, and the dry bag will be taken loose and then the food will be put into that to go inside the kayak itself. This is just for transport. So one of the major things I find on hiking and camping distance trips, and probably in SHTF bug out situations, is people grossly underestimate the calories they require. What you have here is my 4 breakfasts. Each is a cup of quick oats, so the oats alone are near 600 calories. Inside the little tube, I'm not a big fan of silicone and tubes, to be honest with you, plastics, that's full of actual maple sugar. Massively generous sugary oatmeal with water will give me probably a 700 calorie start to the day. On top of that, I don't know if you guys have ever done this, baby food. A lot of problems with baby food, but it was on sale and I bought one because what I'll do is I'll add a quarter of that each morning to the breakfast cereal if I feel like it. Lots and lots of tea bags, lots and lots of instant coffee. I throw in some loperamide for anti-diarrhea just in case, so I probably won't use it. And I also put in snack packs. So I have 3 snack packs, and they have probably around about 1,000 calories in each packet. I also throw in nuts because nuts is a great standby, and a bar of chocolate. What I also going to have for the 4 lunches is Irish shepherd's pie, Hungarian goulash, the veggie burrito bowl, Thai vegetables and rice. For dinner I'm going to have a new product I ordered up. Herbs mushroom risotto, 3-bean chili, Mexican quinoa bowl, and a big Thai. So most of these products that I'm going to trial on this trip, I haven't actually had that make or that type of before. Some I have, and I can tell you it's great. This is really good. So one of the things you may or may not know about me and Kitty is we're vegan out of choice, not by allergies. And it's hard to get freeze-dried food that's not full of milk products, and I have a big issue with casein in milk, and I recommend people don't eat it. But it's up to you. There's a lot of research out there. You can easily look up this stuff. So what I'm literally hitting is, when I look at my dinner, most important meeting of the day, remember I'm going to go on a casual camping trip here, kayaking. I'm not having to travel 30 kilometers a day or 30 miles a day. I don't have any time pressure. My first campsite is about 12 miles from my starting point, but I'm going to stay there for 2 nights, and then the next one's about 4 or 5 miles, and the next one's about 6 or 7 miles, and then about a 3-mile kayak back. So each of these, so this dinner alone is nearly 900 calories. You've really got to look out for that. If the calorie count is too low, people focus on the 2,000 calories a day, which is absolute nonsense. Will you be in 2,000 calories a day in prolonged grid down? If you're lucky, you will. Some days you'll have 5,000, some days you'll have none. That's the aspect of grid down I think people aren't really grasping. But generally speaking, if you're doing prolonged exercise, when I am, and the grid is up, which it is, I'm going to need about 3 to 3,500 calories a day. Now, I'm probably going to hit around about 3,000 calories a day. I'm not actually that bothered about going into a little bit of a calorie deficit. It'll be good for me. I won't notice it in terms of weight if I weigh myself, because I'll be actually increasing my arm and my back muscles. So yeah. Now when you look at these, you look at the back of them and it has an ingredients list, right? Try and buy food. This is specific for people that are buying products like Legacy and Thrive. The ingredients list is in English and French because it's a Canadian product. The first ingredient is rice noodles, which is rice flour and water. Now that's not good because it's processed rice, but I'm okay with it. The sauce is tomato powder, sugar, organic cane sugar, white vinegar, savoury soup base, which is maltodextrin salt, which is MSG, a little bit of messed around yeast, some yeast extract. Now as a vegan I do eat yeast, a lot of vegans don't. Onion powder, silicon dioxide, that's a major ingredient in this product. Turmeric extracts and all of this stuff. So this is not a great product. It's been messed around. But I got it because I actually really like pad thai, and let's face it, it's what I like. Now I was excited to see these products, and that's the calorie count and that's the ingredients list on this. And you can pause it, or I might do some screenshots. Don't have my reading glasses on. Survivor Metalman did a good video on old age and poverty, losing our hearing and eyesight. Now the first ingredient in this is quinoa. Not processed quinoa or quinoa flour or extracted quinoa. Quinoa. The next ingredient is dried black beans. Then winter squash puree, brackets butternut squash. Corn, onion. Dried butternut squash, dried tomato flakes, poblano pepper. I'm not really into high spicy foods, we'll see how this goes. A guava nectar, which is sugar. Sugar. But it's quite the way down the list. Grapeseed oil, garlic cocoa powder, sesame seed, sea salt, ground cumin, cinnamon, ancho chili powder, ground coriander, fennel seed, dried scallion, dried cilantro, and dried oregano. One packet is 700 calories, and it's vegan, and there it is again. So if these are good to go, these are definitely worth it for me and Kitty, because we're actually getting food, not processed food or fake-ish ingredients, and you add in boiling water only, so you have to be able to boil water, and BioLite stove will do that easily for me, and wait 15 minutes. Don't have to put it on a plate, don't have to put it in a bowl. That's all contraindications for a minimal camping trip and also for a bug out. A lot of people have cooking equipment and all the rest of it, and pan scrubbers and all of this stuff. If your objective is to go from A to B, go from A to B as fast as you can, right? Who's got time to wash up dishes? So yeah, so that's my plans for that. Now, just as a kind of a bonus at the end, I came across this. Aquatabs, right? Got excited by this product. This is like a great idea. I'm sure you guys know about this, but this is Aquatabs. But unlike the regular Aquatabs, this is 30 Aquatabs, large ones, and each one will process 20 litres of water. So that's one of those little camping blue buckets, right? So I can do 30 of them quickly and easily if I needed to really amp up my water storage in a hurry and grid down. So I thought it was a good idea. Probably not going to get more of these. I'm not really big on chemical water treatment, and that's good. Now the problem I have is I ordered a really nice new system for the kayaking trip, and I don't think it's going to come by Friday. Now, fingers crossed, maybe it will. But it's actually based on the live straw, so if it comes after the camping trip, I'll show it in the garden. But I wanted a method of light, fast water treatment. Now, water treatment needs its own video, but you need to treat the 3 major issues with water, not just 2 of them, so be careful, and I'm happy with it. The other thing I ordered was a couple of pairs of socks, wool socks, 2 pairs of socks plus the one I'm wearing when I go out there, and maybe I'll throw a 4th pair in, I don't know. It's July, it's hotter than blazes. I might have thunderstorms first day and the 3rd day, but it's going to be hot. I also ordered a shirt. Now I don't believe in buying new stuff, but I bought this new shirt. This is actually Sun Protective 45, and the reason I bought it was because I like the short sleeve thing for kayaking, but I need my shoulders covering, and it was on sale, and it was from the same people I bought the foodstuffs from, and I couldn't call. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to take this, but in Canada legally I have to take a baling bucket on all pleasure craft that are below a certain size, and a 15-meter towing rope that's waterproof. So I'm not altogether sure if I'm actually even going to take this. Probably won't, and I'll take the risk of being fined if they catch me, which they probably won't because of the area I'm in, but I'm probably going to use this on the canoe at the Shire. The other thing I throw into my packets, which I just want to quickly show people, is my cooking equipment, my cutlery. I use bamboo wooden ones. Very lightweight. Works well. Quite strong. I also throw in a Bic. I probably won't be taking a ferro rod. I probably don't need to take a ferro rod. I will be taking a little box of matches in a waterproof container as a backup in case all the Bics get wet. Every single container that I have packed into the kayak and on top of the kayak will have at least 1 Bic in it, and the Bics will go into Ziploc bags. It's overkill with the Bics, but if I can't start a fire, I'd have to come home, right? And fire is an essential thing to be able to do, and in grid down, this is going to be any other methodology of starting a fire. If you can keep these for a decade or more, you have a major security bonus, because you can make fire easily and readily without expending calories to make the fire. Alright, hope you enjoyed that.